Today we're going to discuss one of the most asked questions that I've seen in the diamond painting community since I started diamond painting about 4 years ago. Maybe 5 years now. This is the most asked question that I see. What do you do with your leftover drills? Especially for people who are new to diamond painting and maybe you've just never crafted before. There are a ton of projects and ideas that float around the internet on things you can do with your leftover drills after you're done your last diamond painting. But here's what I do. If you're like most people, you're probably not a fan of that. Or maybe you're just like me and you're lazy. You don't want to kit down. I've said it numerous times. I hate kitting down. I hate sorting the drills. I hate bagging drills that I've already unbagged to put in containers. So I went to the most trusted source, the most reliable, credible source on the internet, Facebook. Just kidding. It's probably the worst credible source, but on Facebook, there are a number of diamond painting groups. I am in a number of them. There's also some public groups where you don't actually have to join to see things. So I simply went on Facebook and searched up leftover diamond painting drills and came across this group called Leftover Drills or something like that. This is a public group, so it is publicly accessible to see the posts. But for the sake of this video, I've just cropped out the name of the poster and their profile image just for privacy purposes, just in case they might not want their faces or their name shown on YouTube. But this is the first one that I came across, and it was very simple. These are what I do with my extra drills. I know a lot of people who do this. Like for a little bit, I also had a jar very similar to this, and then I was looking at it and I'm like, what is this jar here for? So I literally just threw it in the garbage. This is probably the most simple thing that you could do with your leftover drills though. I think it looks really cute. I like how it's separated nicely, and it kind of reminds me of sand art. So in the mall, they used to have these little kiosks that would sell art similar to this, albeit very much nicer and very more detailed. It was really neat, but this is what this reminds me of whenever I see diamond painting drills in a jar like this. A simple idea is basically do a frame. So I like this. This is very simple. I like how they've only used like 4 or 5 different colors for this. I blurred out their face, obviously, because I don't think people want their family photos blasted on the internet. And this is a really simple project. You could probably go to the dollar store and get a simple frame, look for an old frame, that type of thing. Another simple project is buying those clear Christmas globes and putting them into decorations like this. So the posts that I was looking at mostly were from around December, so that's why some of these are kind of Christmas related, but I like this idea. I think it's very cute. The only question is like, are these really heavy? Would the ornament fixture part be able to hold up the actual ornament itself? I'm not really sure, but also like, if we think about the way that those drills were layered in the jar, I think that would be cool to do in an ornament. The only thing I would be scared of with the layers is you would have to make sure it's jam-packed so that the layers don't shift and then you kind of get a mess of colors. But I really like what this person did with their drills, because they did like reds and pinks, or like caramel colors, the green colors, like different tones of the different main color, and I think it looks really pretty. Another popular thing that I've seen within this group is basically getting everyday objects like organizers, tissue boxes, etc., and putting drills on them. I think it's super simple. I like this one because it's very random, and you guys know I'm a lazy diamond painter, so I would not, if I was to do this, I would not spend the time separating out drills by color and choosing like the same color family for a box like this. I would just do what this person did and just pick colors at random. I think this looks really cute though, and I do like how they painted the inside black, because then it makes the colors on the outside stand out really well. As I mentioned, kind of just everyday objects in your house. This one I thought was so pretty because it says they free-handed a leftover tissue box and they used only Diamond Dots brand dots, so it'd be nice and sparkly. So I think there's a number of different companies, not only Diamond Dots, but like a lot of different companies have really great quality drills, and I like the idea of using the same drill, the leftover drills from the same company, and that way everything's kind of consistent. I really love, like, this person looks so talented just because it's like they freehanded these. What kind of flowers are these? Are they lavender? I have no idea what kind of flowers these are, but I think it looks so pretty. And I love how they did the white as a background, and it really made the colors really pop off on this one. Another example, kind of the darker version of that tissue box, is this one. And they said varnished and ready. So as I was looking through these, I was like, I wonder what kind of glue they're using, etc. So if you wait to the end of the video, I'll show you what type of glue is really popular within this group, and also from my own experience as well. But this one says they followed a pattern first and they did the rest freehand. I like the idea of like maybe allowing yourself, like maybe if you're not super creative, doing a pattern and then kind of getting creative with it later on. And it says painting with a stencil is harder than it seems. And I totally agree, especially if that stencil isn't pixelated. I literally would not have the patience to do this one. But I think it turned out really nice. And again, using a uniform same color for the background, and then that just making the main colors of the design really pop and stand out. Here is another box, and I thought this box was really cute. So they said they're new. This is their first ever project. I know it's not perfect and their hands shake a little bit, but they're really pleased. And I would be pleased with this too. Like if I had made this, I would be so happy with it. I really like the little like clover thing around the clasp, and I just like the different colors that they use for the sides. I really like the top of it. I think it looks really cute. I think this one turned out really pretty, and like for me, I would probably do a box or like a storage box similar to this, just because I have so many like little things that I would want to keep inside of it. Like I could see myself doing a larger box and then putting my washi tape or maybe a collection of diamond painting pens inside of it. I think that would make it really special. Also, some of these leftover drill projects I think would be a great craft idea to do with kids or younger family members, and kind of just allow them to be creative with it. Another popular thing I found within this group was buying signs and then diamond painting those signs. So kind of like using the drills as like as paint or as markers and that type of thing. So this was one of the first ones that I found, and they did a winter house layered wood piece at Dollar Tree, and they used acrylic paint and water for color blocking and then the leftover drills to fill it out. I think this one turned out so cute. I couldn't even, like, when I saw this, I was like, did they just buy a diamond painting with this pattern on it? Like, I literally thought it was one of those crafts that you could buy that has like the canvas printed on wood or whatever. But no, they freehanded this, and I think it's so cute. And I really like how they were thoughtful enough to color the background of the house, or like the snow and the trim and everything, and then kind of just enhance it with those diamonds. This one, same thing. I'm not super sure if they painted it before they added in those colors, but I think this one turned out really well. And the only thing that I would do is probably fill in the background, but I think it looks cute as is. And my favorite part of this one is the clouds, because I think the clouds, how there's like the different, like there's white on the clouds, but then there's those little gray drills kind of sprinkled through it. I think that's adorable. This one has to be my favorite sign. I think it is so adorable. So it is a camper, and then it says they only have to seal it once it dries. So I think this one's so cute. Little Santa in a camper carrying the Christmas tree. I really love this one. I think it's such an adorable sign. I am not one, disclaimer, or I guess to be honest though, I'm not one who hangs signs or anything. I don't have anything hung up in my loft at all, really. But I'm not one to hang things, but I think this is a really cute sign. Like if I was someone who hung things, I would hang this one for Christmas. These ones were really cute. So this person, I think it's the same person who did this one and the next one, they went and did little alphabets, and I freaking love how these turned out. I think that they did such a great job. I love the mixture of just like the diamond painting drills and then like the 3D ephemera and things, and like the charms and things like that. I think this is so gorgeous. This would make, for me, I would love to get a gift like this. I would just put it on my desk and stare at it all day, or like run my fingers over it, because I think it's so pretty. And I love how there's like the theme to it. And you'll see in the next one as well, there's kind of a theme to it as well. But this one is so gorgeous. Okay, so this one has to be my second favorite from Besides That Camper. I love this one. When I saw this one, I was like, I wish that I was as talented as this. Like, just the different patterns that they created using the different colored drills. And there's also some like larger drills, as you can see, or like, I guess they would be considered gems or bedazzle things or whatever. Like, basically, I feel like this person not only diamond paints, but they must bedazzle like mugs or something, or like bedazzle something, because these are just so great. This K actually makes me want to try and save my diamond painting drill leftovers just so I can try and do something this amazing. How cute would it be with a bee and then having like little flowers or like a floral design? I love this one so much, and just the metal charms. I really like the keys. I love that little brooch on the left-hand side. I think it looks so freaking cute. Okay, so this one I think turned out great. I am not a fan of stained glass, even though I have so my loft has a huge stained glass window, and when I saw it, I was like, I'm not that big of a fan of it, but because it belongs to my landlords, I've just left it there, and it's like really high up anyway. But I think like if I had permission to diamond paint that stained glass, I would probably ruin it, to be honest. So I wouldn't even try. But I think this one turned out super cute, the hummingbird. And I love like that it looks like they used crystal drills for it. And I think that they matched the colors really well to the original glass. To be honest, I don't even know if this is actually glass. It could just be an image on something, on like plastic or something like that. I actually think that's what this might be. I'm not too sure. There is no context to this post, but I think this one turned out really cute. It's very pretty, and you can also see that they probably did like a special drill project, which is where they got I don't know what they are. They're like kind of diamond shaped. They have a name. I forget them. Leave a comment down below if you know the name, but they're like this. In the green leaves near the top, like that shape to them. I forget what they're called. But anyways, I think this one was very creative, and I wouldn't even thought to do something like this. Okay, are you ready for the best one that I have found today while looking for leftover drill projects? I don't think you're ready, but we're going to look at it, and you are going to be in shock and awe, and you are going to want to do this right away. Are you ready? Get out like a drum roll or something. This one is amazing. They took a boring Sasquatch and made him into Disco Daryl. I got the gold rhinestones to use instead of a dark yellow on a project, and only used 52. So many leftover. I still have leftovers. LOL. And he's carrying, I didn't even notice before, he's carrying a cola bottle, and they painted his nails to match his lips. I think this is probably the best project that I have seen like in a long time. Okay, this makes me want to go and find like a funny statue and just put diamond painting drills on it. Like, how adorable is this? And then I just realized they put like this bondage harness on his chest. Kudos to whoever made this. I think this is super amazing, and if you are looking for a next over drill project, this is your calling. This is your calling. Okay, so now that we've looked at all those fun, really cute projects and the ridiculous one, which I freaking love, we're going to talk about the glue. So the majority of people, and I've seen this on other forums too, the majority of people, when they're doing stuff with their leftover drills, use E6000 glue. This is the glue. Mine is getting a little bit old. This glue is really great. It dries clear. It's basically transparent glue. The one thing that you have to make sure of is when you're using it, you are in a fumigated. You're in a well-ventilated area because it does smell, and I think you might be able to get high on it. So depending if you like getting high from glue or not, make sure that you are in a well-ventilated area. Maybe open a window, turn a fan on, or something like that, because it does smell, and I don't think it's very good for you. And it does say on the back, allow 24 hours for curing. Maximum bond strength may not be reached for up to 72 hours. So I think this also comes in smaller sizes. So I think if you are looking to do a project with your leftover glue, with your leftover drills, get the E6000 glue. If there's a different glue that you would like to recommend to other viewers, make sure you comment down below and let us all know. Then when it comes to sealing your diamond painting leftover drill project, there's a couple of different ones that were recommended across the internet in general. So this is Diamond Wood Finish Crystal Clear Varathane, and this I think smells too. I don't think I've actually used this before, actually. No, but it's basically a wood sealer. But I've seen people recommend this, and I remember going to Canadian Tire. Yes, if you're American, or not Canadian, there's a store called Canadian Tire, okay? And they sell tires, but not all the tires are made in Canada. But basically, they're kind of like a Home Depot minus, like the I don't know, Home Depot minus like selling wood and like stuff like that. I don't know, an all-in-one store, okay? Here's your Canadian fact of the day. Canadian Tire, shop there. No, I don't know. But this I think I got this because people were recommending it. Ones that I have tried include the Podge. So you can get this in gloss or matte, depending on the effect you're trying to go for. But if you are doing something with diamonds or drills, I would recommend going with the glossy version. And this always gets mixed reviews. Like when I used to do stuff with this, people would either comment, look, I love Mod Podge gloss. Some people would say it would dull the diamonds, etc. So it's really up to you. This also comes in a larger container. I think it's like double the size almost. It's very affordable though. Another thing that I've seen recommended, and this I've actually used, like there's only this much left in this bottle. It's called DuraClear Gloss Varnish by DecoArt, and this I believe you can buy at Michael's or your local craft store. This I have used to seal diamond paintings with before, which I no longer do because I don't really work on crappy kits that need sealing, but this one I would say I really like the effect that this gives. It's just clear, transparent, and this is the gloss version. I think they might have a matte version. I've never tried the matte version. And then lastly, there's the DuraClear Galaxy Varnish. I've seen other diamond painters recommend this. I have personally not used it on a diamond painting. When I used to do polymer clay crafts, I would sometimes use this. It is kind of really neat because it adds kind of like glitter effect, but I have no idea how this would perform on like diamond paintings or a leftover drill project. You could try it though. It's supposed to look like glittery, or like, I guess it's called galaxy. So I don't really know, but that's basically what you would need. So TLDR, too long didn't read or didn't watch, E6000 glue and some sort of clear or varnish protectant sealer to seal your projects, especially if it's going to be like an everyday object. Like I think if it's a sign and no one really is touching the sign because it's hanging up, I think it should be fine. But maybe if it's going to be a tissue box or something that's going to constantly be touched, then maybe considering really looking into what kind of sealer you're going to use on that project. But let me know down below what you use your leftover drills for. I'm very curious. Or are you like me and you just throw them in a jar or a garbage bag and then throw it away? I'm going to leave you with a video that I posted that made people cringe. It's not like inappropriate or anything, but if you are someone who kits down, you are someone who likes to collect your drills, etc., maybe don't watch the rest of this video. And now you're not going to click away because you really want to see it. But before you do click away, if you do decide to, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post videos about diamond painting often, regularly. I don't know when though, so make sure you hit the notification bell as well to be notified when I do upload a new video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!